Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa, RCG Creations. How you doing? Bringing to you a little quick video. We're going to make ice cream. It's cottage cheese ice cream. You get banana. Let me give you the whole recipe first. It's 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 banana, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and honey, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Put it all in the blender, cream it, and then put it in a freezer container. Freeze it for 2 hours, and then you're ready to eat. So I'm making it tonight. It's 11 o'clock, but it is what it is. And we'll have it for tomorrow. So we'll do it. This is going to be a 2-day video. Okay, so I'm doing a double batch because I'm going to do 1 cocoa for chocolate and then 1 with vanilla bean paste, so like a vanilla flavor. So I'm going to do double batches. So here's my 2 bananas. Let's get my little blender. And I will be doing this in stages. So we're going to do the vanilla one first. Let me make sure this is, I don't know if this is brand new or not. Okay, yeah, it is. Love the smell of vanilla. Okay, vanilla's ready. Now let's get our cottage cheese, which is 1 cup. So let's get our measuring cup here. Let me get my blender motor. This is going to be a quick little video. It's not going to take long at all. I like the short ones. Those are always good. Okay. Plug this in. Let's get our measuring spoons. These are just some ball freezer containers that I got. Had these for a number of years. And this is just another plastic container. I don't know where I got it from. It says something about sliced plantains, 8 ounce. So this is an 8 ounce container. I just don't know how much it's gonna make. Now I'm gonna use this cocoa first because it's older. And it's just called baking cocoa. And then I got this Azure cocoa powder. And I'm going to use this one first, so we're going to go with this one. So it asks for 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Let me get my tablespoon out. Do 2 of these. So I'm actually going to do 4, but I'm only going to do 2 because I'm doing 2 bananas. Okay, so let's measure this out to, that's 1. I'm not going to have enough, so we'll have to use this other container. So let's get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and, first off, let's puree. You know, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to get another container because I want 1 banana for vanilla and 1 for chocolate. So let me grab another container. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Alrighty, so let's scoop 1 of these bananas. And these were very ripe bananas. I'm glad I'm doing it now. So that's the other banana. Let's put this in here. And we're going to scoop 1 cup cottage cheese. I always like to smell when it comes to dairy because you just never know. So let's scoop 1 cup. That's not a cup, but that's okay. Now, if you want to, if you do a lot of anything with cooking with grease, bacon, and all that extra, you know how you have extra grease and all that? Well, save these little containers, especially these small ones like this with the lid. Of course, wash it out, rinse it off, dry it. Save them. And then whenever you have leftover like bacon grease or oil, like if you're frying something, let it cool off and then pour it in here. And then you close the lid, dump the whole thing in the trash can, and you got less mess. Okay, let's get this other cottage cheese. Smells good. So let's scoop out enough for 1 whole cup. And actually that's almost pretty darn good right there. I think we're good there. Leave this out because I'm going to be using that for the next batch. So we're going to pour this in the cup. Okay. Whoops. I need to make room for my top to go in there. You know what? I forgot my vanilla extract. Let me grab the vanilla. It won't take very long. It's right here in the pantry. And on the vanilla, I never measure. Extra vanilla ain't gonna hurt nobody. That's pieces of the wrapper from the cottage cheese. This is my homemade vanilla. And it asks for 1 teaspoon. Okay, good there. Now let's put the lid on. Let's put the motor on. And you want to blend this until it's nice and creamy and smoothie. Nice cream and smooth. Creamy and smooth. Sorry. It's definitely time for a new blender. This baby's over 14 years old. It's done me well. Okay. Oh yeah. That's nice and smooth. Smell the banana, smell the cottage cheese. Okay, now let's add, we're going to do the vanilla first. So that way, and I have no idea how much to use, but I'm just going to squirt it. Okay. Now let's get the honey in there. And how much honey does it say to use? 2 tablespoons. Oh, let's see, where's my tablespoon go? You know, that's already in the chocolate. Let me do my half a tablespoon. Yeah, it's is that a tablespoon or a teaspoon? 2 it's a tablespoon, so 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoons. Where's my other one? I guess I don't have it, so oh well. I'll just have to do my tablespoon. One. 2. And I'm going to get all that goodiness out of there. Now let's put the cover back on. Blend it some more. Oh yes, very nice, very nice. You know what, I'm not for sure this is freezer safe, but I know these are made for freezers. get all this out of here. See? See how nice and creamy and smoothie that is? So let's grab that in here. I'll just stick that in there for now. Well, actually, this might all fit in one of these containers. So this is a nice little low-calorie ice cream. But let's see what the whole biggest thing is, what does it taste like once it's done? And I will do a quick little taste test in just a minute. Because this is just going to be for me and hubby, and we're not sharing with anybody. There's not enough to share. So I'll do a double dip. Okay, let's taste this. Tastes good. It could be a little bit more sweeter. But then, once it sits in the freezer, before it gets frozen, it's going to emulsify with each other with all the flavors and the melding. So it's probably going to taste a little bit better then. But we'll see tomorrow. We'll find out. Now let's do the same thing, only we're going to do the chocolate. The only thing the difference is I'm adding, ooh, that filled it right to the top. Making sure nothing squirted over, but it didn't. Okay, so we're doing the exact same thing again. Here's the one banana, 1 cup of cottage cheese, it don't smell bad, so it looks good. But I think this cottage cheese this is one of the older ones that I had. I've got 2 more in the fridge. And I always rotate my food, canned goods, cold goods, food storage. So I use the older ones first. Okay. I did bring myself a little wet towel because I knew it'd be sticky with the honey. Okay, so now we're going to add the tablespoon of cocoa powder. We're going to need 2 of these. 1. Let's finish this off. Okay. And we'll add some of this other one. All of this is a different brand. And it's darker. Let me grab another spoon, a clean spoon. And we need to do another one of these. For me, that's close enough. Okay. Two tablespoons of honey. You know what? I'm gonna do 3 because I already tasted the first one. It was sweet. It was sweet, but not really overly sweet. So let's just see what 3 does. And because I have the video, I don't have to worry about writing any of this stuff down because all I gotta do is go back to the video, and it'll tell me. I'll be able to see exactly what I did and get the full recipe. That's one good thing about doing the videos. Another reason why I like to see a bunch of the stuff on YouTube, because if I save it and I like it, then I can go back to it and I don't have to worry about having to hunt for the recipe. Now let's put the cocoa and everything else in here. scrape my cup. It's going to go in the dishwasher. And I'm going to do what I always do. Clean table when you start off. You get to put whatever you spilt. And then just wipe hands. There's some honey that got spilt there, but that's okay. Now okay, so we did everything: honey, banana, cottage cheese. Oh, vanilla. Okay, and that one's done. Let's close this back up. And that is done. Let's blend it. And then we'll be ready to put this in the freezer. And we'll bring it back for tomorrow to see what it tastes like. Oops. Oop. My cocoa powder was on top there. Okay. I'm just cleaning up my mess in here so I don't have too much that goes into the little adapter part of my blender. Yeah, you always have to want to go in there and clean that stuff out. Okay, where's my edge? There's my edge. Okay, good. And I'm just mixing until I don't see any more white cottage cheese. Okay, so let's get this other container. Move that out of the way. Move that one out of the way. Ooh, nice and smooth. Let's taste it. Oh yeah, that 3 tablespoons of honey, that's the catch. I probably could go for 4, but we'll see at the next batch. We'll see what that tastes like. You can definitely taste the cocoa. And that looks like chocolate pudding, doesn't it? So I think this is going to be a good batch. But we'll see tomorrow. And y'all know me, I don't want to waste a bunch of goodie stuff. So let's, because this is it for now. I've never tasted, I've never eaten any cottage cheese ice cream, but I've seen a lot of videos. All different people make it, and it's been around for quite a while. And with my medical issues, with my arthritis in my lower spine that's causing severe pain, I have to go to, number 1, eating a lot of non-inflammatory food. Number 2, staying away from fried food, carbs. And so I'm looking at ways to change my eating habits, because I have got to be pain-free, because it's the pits when you're in pain and you can't do anything because you're hurting, which is where I've been for the last 2 months actually. Hubby got sick, got in the hospital, and then that same week that he got in the hospital, totally unexpected, I started getting real severe pain in my upper tailbone, which is where I had a cracked tailbone from an auto wreck I had 6 years ago. And they told me back then that I would be getting arthritis there. So, current doctor is a new doctor. is recommending, number one, I lose at least 100 pounds, because that will help with some of the relief. And number two, start in making and enjoying different recipes that are reduce your inflammation in your body, that will help relieve the stress. Because without my meds that I've been taking, that I just got on, actually just got it 2 days ago, which is why I'm doing a video now, because I feel good. I don't feel great, but I feel good. Is inflammation. Okay, I think that's going to be a little too much. Yep, that's going to be too much. It's going to overflow. I'm just going to pour the extra in here. And I know I said I wasn't too sure if this was freezer safe or not, but oh well, it is what it is, because I don't have any more little freezer containers like this. And if this turns out to taste good and hubby and I like it, I will be making this in bigger batches and saving it. And then I'll be making some with different flavors like strawberry, cherry. Try to make my own ice cream with this method, just use a different ingredient. If we like it. If we don't like it, not making it again. But if it's pretty decent, I'll make it again, because we're human, and we all like our sweets. Well, not everybody, but most of us like our sweets. And no, I don't overindulge, but I got to be able to have some kind of sweet to curb my appetite, instead of doing cold turkey and not having nothing. Okay, so that's done. Because it's just me and hubby, I'm using my fingers. I'm okay, I'm good to go. And that actually isn't bad. It's really creamy. I don't taste the cottage cheese. I can sort of taste it, but it's not like overload cottage cheese. But then I love cottage cheese, so I'm okay with that. But then overall, we'll just see what happens tomorrow. Okay, so, and I'm curious if you know, why did this make so much versus this? Because the powder, the cocoa is a powder. So I didn't add anything extra that would make it a bigger quantity. But see the difference up here? So this is my vanilla bean and my cocoa, which is, chocolate cottage cheese ice cream. So we'll bring it tomorrow. We'll see what it tastes like, okay? We're going to do a taste test. We'll bring it back. Okay, we're back. The chocolate and the vanilla. It's been thawing for about an hour, hour and a half. That's what the chocolate one looks like. The vanilla don't smell nothing. So let's do a taste. You can taste the banana. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think it tastes very good. It's still on the grainy side. The chocolate, you can taste the banana. This is 2 thumbs down. This is not going to be remade again. So this is my take on cottage cheese ice cream. Not sorry, but this is a definite fail. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.